Hello, YouTube. I'm going to film a video for you today talking about something that has affected my life for quite a while. But thankfully, I overcame it with time, and that is called muscle tension dysphonia. I decided to film this spontaneously because I had been communicating with someone else that was dealing with the same problem, and it made me so sad that there's not much out there in terms of information about this condition, and it can affect you really, really badly. So, muscle tension dysphonia is a condition where your larynx, your vocal cords, your vocal folds, however you want to call them, they get unhealthy, right? You strain your voice, you're hoarse. Afterwards, while you're recovering, your muscles learn to compensate for your throat for your vocal folds, and they tense up. After your voice heals, they stay tense. They stay tense so that your voice hurts consistently every day with talking, with singing, whatever, and it doesn't go away. It's really confusing. A little backstory for myself. I am a vocalist. Right now I'm a teacher as well, and I have to use my voice a lot. But when I was in college, I was a vocal performance major, and I really had to use my voice a lot. I was, singing classically, a mezzo, high stuff, big music, difficult repertoire. And one week I got sick. I got really sick. I had a bad cold and a pretty bad cough. But unfortunately, it was right in the week that my college had Winterfest, which we had performances practically all week, rehearsals and performances. So I used my voice while I was sick. That was mistake number one. I should not have used my voice. I should have rested. But I didn't. I sang through it all, and I got really, really hoarse. Really, really hoarse. And the thing is, even after resting my voice for a while, my throat still hurt. It hurt really bad. I couldn't talk without it hurting. Couldn't sing without it hurting. I even sometimes, when I wasn't speaking, I would feel a lump in my throat, or it would hurt, even when I was not speaking, which was just crazy to me. So I had that. I didn't know what it was. I could not figure it out. I got scoped, so I went to an otolaryngologist, and I got someone to look down my throat. And they looked at my vocal folds, and they said, your vocal folds are fine. There should be nothing wrong. That was so confusing because my throat still hurt. And the thing is, my throat hurt, and not only that, my voice would fatigue a lot more quickly than it normally did. A lot more quickly. It was just so confusing to me and so disheartening. I could not figure it out. And for a time, I just wasn't singing. I was very frustrated. I was trying to do as much research as I possibly could, but nothing was coming up. I had to take a break from my classes. I could not sing in choir. Could not sing in voice lessons. It was really just vocal therapy that we were doing, but we didn't even know what the problem was. And I was just having such a hard time, really, really having a hard time, because being a vocal performance major in college, you have to sing. Your job is your voice, and I didn't have that. Thankfully, I got in contact with an otolaryngologist named Rana Gupta. Gupta? I'm not exactly sure how to say that. But anyways, she's an otolaryngologist in LA. And excellent. Totally, really, really renowned in her field. And she heard my symptoms, looked at my vocal folds, and told me I most likely had muscle tension dysphonia. And it was really nice to get that label. It was really, really nice to know what it was. And she prescribed me 3 weeks of voice rest because I was developing the beginning of nodules. And I did that. I didn't talk for a whole 3 weeks, and that was really good for me. I needed it, definitely needed it. And afterwards, the pain was still there. Even after resting my voice, no talking, for 3 weeks, I still had vocal pain. And that is because that's what muscle tension dysphonia is. You cannot get rid of it without therapy most of the time. Or at least that's what my research has told me, and that is what I experienced. So what I ended up having to do was, and I hope you don't have to do this, but was I stopped school. I took a break, and I went to go see a speech pathologist. Yeah, speech therapist, speech pathologist, who gave me exercises to relax my throat, basically, my shoulders, my neck. And to say the least, it was the cure to my condition, the absolute cure. It took me a long time to get there, though. It was very frustrating, the process, but there is hope. There is a way to get rid of this. So here I am now, and I'm singing and teaching, and I don't have muscle tension dysphonia anymore, which is great. Except for when if my voice gets hoarse, sometimes it'll creep along, and I have to do my therapy again, which helps. But what I'm going to show you in this video are some of the things, tell you some things I know about it, and show you some of the things that have helped me. So hopefully it helps you. And look up Rana Gupta. She has articles on muscle tension dysphonia, so it's really good. Anyways, so muscle tension dysphonia. What happens is you have your larynx right here. If you have a knob in your throat, that's where your vocal folds are. They're within your larynx, and these two little flaps of flesh that wave, they come together, they undulate while your air is going through, so it makes sound. If these are unhealthy and you sing a particular way, you talk a particular way, your outer muscles, which include these, I don't know what they're called, but these neck muscles that kind of come across, your general neck muscles, your jaw even, your tongue, often your shoulder muscles right here, and even in the front, these all tense up. I've heard people even talk about their arms tensing up, which is kind of crazy to me. But they tense up in order to compensate for the fact that your voice is not working as well. And the problem with it is that it continues even after your voice is healthy. And you result in a lot of tension, which makes people feel pain. The thing is, they don't always know it's tension. They just think it's pain, but it's really tension. And pain results from that tension. So, if you do not treat muscle tension dysphonia, if you do not get therapy for it, most of the time, it won't rectify itself. And not only that, but you could cause permanent vocal damage. So it's very important for you to seek out ways to deal with this, especially if you're a vocalist or you're someone that uses your voice for a living. But I would say anyone, because we all use our voices to function. So get help. Look it up. Muscle tension dysphonia. Very important. Anyways, I will show you some of the things that I do to help. So first, you need to stretch. You need to stretch and relax your muscles. So what I start with is I tilt my head and I let it hang in a very relaxed way. You can breathe while you do this. Maybe put on some calming music while you're doing your stretches, because it's very important to just relax. Sometimes it's hard, but relax. And then tilt your head to the other side. Let your head hang. You can even put your hand up like this to help it hang more. Let it hold. And head up. Then also you can put your head back. Make sure to let it hang. Head forward. Oh, feels so good. It's very, very important to do these things slowly too. Don't jerk your head. Turn your nose over your shoulder, like so. Turn your nose over your other shoulder. That's for your stretching. Also, you can shrink your shoulders up to your neck and hold them really tensely, and then let go. Probably look ridiculous. And then shrink them up again, clench it, and then let go. You can roll your shoulders back, tense, let go. Hold them forward, tense, let go. Really, any stretches that you can do are helpful. And then also, you can, for these muscles, clench your jaw. Don't necessarily clench your teeth, because that might not be very good. Just clench your jaw without clenching your teeth. Like this. And then release. And then do the opposite end of the jaw movement. Go open wide. And release. And then do it again until you feel like your jaw is nice and relaxed. Next, what you can do is, it's kind of funny, but facial tension can contribute to muscle tension dysphonia, which is kind of crazy. But so you brighten your face, you lift all of your features up like you're extremely surprised. It looks kind of freaky, but it's good. So you go like this. And then relax. And then next, to counteract that, you close your face down like you're very angry. You can go like this. And then release. Do that again. Do that again until you feel like your face is relaxed. Next, what you can do is you can stick your tongue out really far like this. And then release. And then bunch your tongue back to the back of your throat like this. And then release. That helps your tongue relax. So basically it's tensing and releasing. Tensing and releasing. Those are very, very important things to do. And then you can, that feels good. Breathe deeply. Making sure that your muscles are relaxed while you breathe in and out. You want them to just remain stationary, to do nothing. Next, what I would recommend are they're massage kind of things. I wish I had one to show you as an example. Maybe I'll link something below. But they're basically vibrating massage sticks. Someone probably knows what they're like. And you can either that or get a massage and kind of move that around your back muscles and the sides. Those help get you relaxed too. Not as important, but very helpful. So these are all good things that you can do. If you visit a speech pathologist or an otolaryngologist that knows what muscle tension dysphonia is, oftentimes they will give you other things. I mean, you can even do a laryngeal massage, but there's some people on YouTube that show what you could do. But anyways, there are lots of things to do. Also look up LaxVox, LaxVox. That is a method of blowing air into a bubble with water that helps relax your muscles. Maybe I'll make another video on that one sometime soon, but this is just introductory. Just research. Do your research. I hope this helped. All of it helped me immensely. Another thing I will say is that if you are going to be doing these exercises and practicing, consistency is what you need. And it's sometimes the thing we want to hear the least. We don't want to be consistent. It takes a lot of effort and hard work making habits, but it is necessary. You need to be consistent. Really, it's consistency that helps. So be consistent, relax, be patient with yourself. It takes time, research, and slowly you can undo this issue and be singing and speaking again with freedom. I really hope this helped, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.